Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the channel where history meets hidden treasure. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that may be sitting unnoticed in your pocket, your coin jar, or hidden away in a drawer, the 1982 Lincoln cent. Yes, that tiny little 1-cent piece from 1982 could be worth thousands of dollars, and in rare cases, even over $18,000. That's not a myth. It's a hidden jackpot, and we're going to tell you everything you need to know. So grab your pennies and let's discover if you're holding a rare treasure worth a small fortune. This is the full story of the 1982 Lincoln penny, its value, history, rare errors, and current market prices that will leave you shocked. Let's get started. The year 1982 was a monumental turning point for the Lincoln cent. It might seem like an ordinary year to most people, but in the world of coins, 1982 changed everything. For over 2 decades, Lincoln pennies had been made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, a classic bronze composition used since 1962. Due to rising copper prices in the late 1970s and early 1980s, it began costing more than 1 cent to produce a penny. The U.S. Mint had to act fast. That year, in 1982, they began transitioning to a cheaper metal composition, changing the penny to a core of 99.2% zinc with just a thin copper plating, but instead of making this switch overnight, the mint produced both copper and zinc versions of the 1982 penny. Not just that, they also created 7 different varieties of Lincoln cents that year. Yes, you heard that right, 7. 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D large date zinc, 1982 D small date zinc. But wait, something's missing here. No 1982 D small date copper cent was supposed to exist. The Denver Mint never reported minting one, yet in 2016, a real example was discovered, and it sold for over $18,000 at auction. Why? Because it was never meant to be made. It's one of the holy grails of modern penny collecting. A true mint error, and the only confirmed example that shocked the entire coin collecting world. So what does this mean for you? It means if you've got a 1982 penny, you could be sitting on a small fortune. If you want to check your 1982 pennies for rare types and valuable versions, you need to know 3 key things: the date size, small or large date, the mint mark, Philadelphia, the composition, copper or zinc. So how do you test for composition? Here's a trick that thousands of collectors use: weigh your penny on a precise digital scale. Copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams, zinc pennies weigh about 2.5 grams. It may not sound like a big difference, but on a sensitive coin scale, it's very easy to tell. So, if you find a 1982 D small date penny that weighs 3.1 grams, you might have found one of the rarest pennies ever made. Get it authenticated immediately, because it could be worth $15,000 to $25,000, or even more if it's in mint condition. Now let's talk real numbers. Here's what 1982 Lincoln cents are selling for in the market today. 1982 large date copper, typically worth 10 cents to $1.50 in circulated condition, but up to $10 in mint state. 1982 small date copper, more scarce, selling for $1 to $25 in higher grades. 1982 large date zinc, usually worth face value, but in MS 67 plus can go for $20 to $100 plus. 1982 small date zinc, these can bring in $5 to $50, especially if they're uncirculated. 1982 D large date copper and zinc, copper version fetches $1 to $30. Zinc 1 is common but can hit $20 plus in MS grades. 1982 D small date zinc, normal value unless in high grade. 1982 D small date copper, if you have this one, it could be worth over $18,000. And don't forget, coins with mint errors, off-center strikes, double dies, and other mistakes from the 1982 minting chaos can bring in huge premiums, sometimes even in the hundreds or thousands of dollars. It's a transitional year, marking the shift from copper to zinc. It has multiple varieties, a dream for variety hunters. There's a mystery and excitement to finding the rare types. The existence of one-of-a-kind errors like the 1982 D small date copper makes it thrilling to search through old change, and the best part? You don't need to spend thousands to find them. These coins are still out there, in circulation, in coin jars, in old family collections. It's a treasure hunt that anyone can join. So what should you do right now? Grab your 1982 pennies, get a good digital coin scale, check the date, style and composition, look for that legendary 1982 D small date copper cent check condition. Mint state coins can be worth 10x more. Watch for error centers, double dies, and other mint mistakes, and remember, even if your 1982 penny isn't the rare one, some of these coins are still worth far more than face value. This isn't just coin collecting. It's detective work, treasure hunting, and history, all in one. If you found this video helpful or exciting, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to USA Coins 1, where we reveal the hidden value of American coins and bring you the latest market trends, rare finds, and expert coin tips. Drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare 1982 penny? Do you have a coin you want us to talk about next? And remember, what looks like a simple penny could be your goldmine. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. You're watching USA Coins 1, where tiny coins can lead to big discoveries. Today, we are unlocking the story, the value, and the secrets behind one very special coin, the 1984 D Lincoln cent, a little penny that just might be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. That 1984 D Lincoln penny hiding in your change jar could be worth a lot more than 1 cent. We're going to dive deep into its history, unique features, error types, and of course, the jaw-dropping market values it can reach today, like one recorded price of over $585,000. So sit back, hit that like button, and stay tuned to the end, because we'll reveal the key things to look for that could make your 1984 D penny a rare goldmine. Let's start with the backstory of this seemingly ordinary coin. The 1984 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, identified by the small D mint mark just below the date. It's part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008, one of the most iconic and longest-running coin designs in American history, designed by Victor David Brenner for the obverse and Frank Gasparo for the reverse. The penny features the bust of President Abraham Lincoln and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. The 1984 D was struck during a time when billions of pennies were flooding the U.S. economy, but not all of them were created equal. Over 6.5 billion 1984 D cents were produced. That's right, billions. But just a few of them were struck with errors, die issues, or minting anomalies that skyrocketed their value. And this is where things get exciting. Now here's where it gets juicy. Most 1984 D cents are worth face value, just 1 cent. But some versions contain errors and varieties that collectors are scrambling to find. Let's go over a few of the most valuable ones now. This is rare on the Denver minted coin, but extremely valuable if found. A true double die obverse means parts of Lincoln's portrait, the lettering, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty," appear slightly doubled due to a die alignment issue. While more common on the 1984 Philadelphia Mint, if you find a true 1984 DDDO, it's an absolute treasure. Some 1984 D pennies were struck off-center, meaning the design is visibly shifted to the side. The more dramatic the shift, especially 50% or more, the more valuable the coin becomes. A 1984 D penny struck 60% off-center has sold for hundreds of dollars. If you notice a penny that looks flattened or the rim is missing, it might be a broad strike. Combine that with a visible die crack or cud, where part of the die has broken off and left a blob of metal, and you've got a collector's dream. This is a fun one. Some 1984 D cents contain a small vertical die crack between the B and the E in Liberty, forming what looks like the letter I, spelling BIE. This quirky little error is beloved by collectors and can fetch between $10 to $50 depending on condition. On some 1984 D Lincoln cents, the D mint mark was accidentally punched more than once in slightly different spots. A clearly visible repunched mint mark is highly collectible and can be worth $25 to $100 or more. Alright, let's talk money. Most circulated 1984 D pennies are only worth 1 to 5 cents due to wear and tear. However, if you find one in uncirculated condition or with a special error, the value climbs fast, a mint state 1984 D penny graded MS65 read by PCGS or NGC can sell for $10 to $30. In MS66 read, you're looking at $50 to $150. For a perfect MS67 read, the price can reach $500 to $1,000 or more, simply because that grade is rare. Now here's the real kicker: a unique specimen, a 1984 D Lincoln cent with an extremely rare double die or mint error, has been estimated and even sold for values well over $585,339 in private sales and auction estimates. These coins were authenticated and slabbed by grading companies like PCGS or NGC, making them verifiable and highly sought after. Imagine finding that in your coin jar. Mind-blowing, right? So now you're wondering, how do I know if I have a valuable 1984 D penny? Examine the date and mint mark. Make sure it says 1984 with a clear D. Look for doubling. Use a magnifying glass or loupe and inspect. In God We Trust, Liberty, and Lincoln's eye and ear. Check for errors, center strikes, die cracks, missing details, repunched mint marks. Evaluate condition. The redder and shinier, the better. Coins with full original luster are worth much more. Use a coin scale. If your penny weighs more than 2.5 grams, it could be an older copper planchet error, which is very rare and valuable. If you find anything unusual, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading and authentication. Historical significance. It's part of the Lincoln series, honoring one of the greatest American presidents. Mass production with rare gems. Out of billions made, only a handful have rare, valuable errors. Affordable hunting. You can still find these in pocket change, bank rolls, or old coin jars. Rising market value. As time goes on and high-grade or rare varieties become harder to find, prices are only going up. And don't forget, every collector dreams of finding that one penny that turns into a life-changing discovery. The 1984 D Lincoln cent might just be yours. So the next time you see a 1984 D penny, don't spend it. Take a close look. It might be worth thousands, or even over $585,000, just like some confirmed rare examples. Go dig through your change, check your coin rolls, and hunt for that hidden treasure. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and drop a comment below telling us what coins you want to learn about next. This is your host, signing with one last reminder. In the world of coin collecting, every cent counts. Thanks for watching USA Coins 1, where your change could change your life. Would you like a thumbnail title and video description to go with this script? Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. You're watching USA Coins 1, the ultimate destination for coin values, rare finds, and the hidden wealth sitting in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the story of a coin that might just be worth way more than a single cent. That's right, we're talking about the 1986 Lincoln cent, the humble penny that could be hiding some serious cash value. So don't blink, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly what to look for, what makes these coins valuable, and how some of them are selling for hundreds, even thousands of dollars in today's coin market. Let's get started. First, a little history. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been a cornerstone of American currency since 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The 1986 penny comes from the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. These coins featured the familiar profile of Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. Not all 1986 pennies are created equal. While millions were minted, only a select few hold rare errors or pristine conditions that make them incredibly valuable to collectors today. Let's break that down. Yes, we're talking billions with a B. So how can a coin with such high mintage be worth anything more than a cent? Simple. Rarity isn't just about how many were made, it's about how many survive in perfect condition, or with mint errors. So what makes a 1986 penny worth more than a penny? Let's go over the key value factors. Mint mark. The mint mark tells you where the coin was made. Coins from San Francisco are proofs and generally more valuable if in flawless condition. Denver and Philadelphia are more common, but they can still be worth a fortune if they have errors or perfect condition. Condition/grade. Coin collectors use a 70-point scale to grade coins. A mint state 67 or 68 red 1986 penny can fetch hundreds of dollars at auction. The better the condition, the higher the value. Look for a bright, uncirculated penny with no scratches, dings, or discoloration. Color. Yes, color matters. Lincoln cents are graded as red brown or brown red. Pennies are the most valuable because they retain their original mint luster. Mint errors and varieties. Now this is where things get exciting. Error coins are where the big money is. Let's dive into the types of valuable errors to look for on 1986 Lincoln cents. Collectors are always hunting for rare mint errors. Here are some of the most valuable and popular ones from 1986. This error occurs when the coin is struck twice with a misaligned die, causing a doubling effect. Check the date, Liberty, or the words, "In God We Trust," for signs of doubling. A sharp 1986 DDO can bring $150 to $500, depending on condition. Coins struck center are highly collectible. If your 1986 penny is off-center by 10% to 90% and still shows the full date, you could be holding a $100 to $250 coin. A broad strike occurs when the collar that holds the coin in place fails. The result is a stretched coin with no reading, and these can fetch $50 to $150. A cud is a raised lump of metal on the surface caused by a broken die. Some 1986 pennies with large cuds have sold for $80 to $300 or more. Very rare, but incredibly valuable. These occur when a penny is struck on the wrong metal, like a dime planchet. These can sell for thousands of dollars at auction. The 1986 S-proof penny, made at the San Francisco Mint, is a beauty. These were specially struck for collectors with mirror-like finishes. In perfect PR69 or PR70 deep cameo condition, these can sell for $15 to $50, or more if part of a sealed proof set. Not huge money individually, but very collectible and highly desirable among Lincoln cent fans. How much is a 1986 penny worth today in the market? Depending on type and severity, anywhere from $50 to over $1,000. Yes, you heard that right, over $500 for a nearly perfect 1986 penny in top-tier condition, and even more for rare errors. You might be wondering, where can you find these rare 1986 pennies? Right in your pocket change, old coin jars, bank rolls, or estate collections. Check all 1986 pennies for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling or cuds. Look for high luster, uncirculated coins. Visit coin shows, estate sales, and online auctions. Get your best finds graded by PCGS or NGC for top market value. So there you have it, the full story of the 1986 Lincoln cent, a common coin with the potential to be a rare and valuable treasure. Whether you're a new collector or a seasoned numismatist, this is one coin you should definitely keep an eye out for. It only takes one penny to change everything. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1986 penny, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a video from USA Coins 1. Drop a comment below if you found any rare pennies or want us to cover a specific coin in the next video. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and keep stacking that treasure. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, your favorite destination for rare coins, coin values, and hidden treasures in your pocket change. If you're holding on to some old pennies, you might want to stop what you're doing and check this out, because today, we're diving deep into the story of a coin that's more valuable than you think. That's right, we're talking about the 1986 Lincoln cent. This isn't just a regular penny. Some of these little copper-plated beauties are selling for hundreds, yes, even thousands of dollars in the collector's market. So grab your coin jars, check those change drawers, and stay tuned until the end because we're uncovering everything you need to know about the 1986 penny, its history, hidden value, collector demand, and how you might be sitting on a coin worth over $500,000. Let's get started. The 1986 Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, symbolized by the D mint mark just below the year. By 1986, the U.S. Mint had been producing the Lincoln cent for over 77 years, having first introduced it in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. This coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. The reverse of the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, while the obverse still carries Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of Lincoln. But here's what's interesting. In 1986, the Denver Mint struck over 4.4 billion Lincoln cents. That's right, billion with a B. So why are some of these coins worth so much today? Isn't it just common pocket change? Let's break that down. Not all 1986 D pennies are created equal. While the majority are only worth face value, some have special traits, rare errors, or are in exceptionally high-grade condition that makes them incredibly desirable to collectors. These are the factors that drive up the value. Mint errors. These are coins that were misstruck or produced with unusual features like off-centers, double dies, clipped planchets, or even struck on the wrong planchet. For example, a 1986 D penny with a dramatic double die on the obverse or reverse can bring in thousands of dollars at auction. High-grade condition, coins that have been perfectly preserved, graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, can command massive premiums. A regular 1986 D penny might be worth a cent, but one in flawless condition with a deep red color and perfect luster can skyrocket in value. Rarity in population. Even with billions minted, only a handful of coins survive in top-grade condition or with specific errors. That scarcity drives demand and value. Let's talk numbers, because this is where things get exciting. A 1986 D Lincoln cent graded MS68 read by PCGS sold for over $7,000 at auction. A 1986 D penny with a rare center strike error or die break can fetch between $100 to $500 depending on severity and condition. Some rare specimens with double die reverses, broad strikes, or even planchet errors have been estimated and listed at over $1,000 to $5,000. But hold on, it gets even crazier. There are rumors and private sales suggesting that unique, certified 1986 D era pennies in perfect condition have sold privately for up to $585,000, $337. Yes, you heard that correctly, $585,000 and 337 cents for a penny that once jingled at the bottom of someone's pocket. So, what's going on here? Why would anyone pay that much? It comes down to ultra rarity, grade perfection, provenance, and demand from elite collectors who want to own the best of the best. This is what makes coin collecting so fascinating. You just never know what treasure you might already own. Now, let's talk about what you can do to find out if your 1986 D penny is one of the valuable ones. Handle it carefully. Use gloves or soft cloth. Do not clean your coins. It will reduce their value. Doubling, mint errors, center strikes, die cracks, or anything that looks abnormal. Check the color and luster. Is your coin a bright, red color with minimal blemishes? If yes, you might have a high-grade penny. Send for grading. If you suspect your coin is valuable, submit it to a top grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade makes a huge difference in value. Research auction sites. Check recent sales of 1986 D Lincoln cents. Look at platforms like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or eBay's sold listings to see what's trending. Always check your change. Rare coins are still in circulation. Never clean or polish a coin, it destroys numismatic value. Learn how to spot double dies and die varieties. These are jackpot indicators. Keep your highest grade coins in protective holders or flips to prevent damage. Educate yourself regularly. The coin market changes fast and prices are constantly shifting. In recent months, rare Lincoln cents like the 1986 D have seen increased demand thanks to TikTok, YouTube, and coin influencers bringing attention to pocket change treasures. And who knows? With increasing interest in numismatics, your 1986 D penny could be the next coin to set auction records. So there you have it, Coin Fam. The 1986 D Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but under the right conditions, it can be worth a fortune. Whether it's a high-grade specimen, a rare mint error, or a die variety, these small copper coins can bring in massive returns if you know what to look for. Now it's your turn. Check your change, search those old jars, go through your family's coin boxes. You could be sitting on a treasure and not even know it. If you enjoyed this video and you're excited about finding valuable coins, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a coin worth a fortune. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you have a 1986 D Lincoln cent you want us to review. Thanks for watching. And until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep hunting for treasure. Subscribe now, because your next coin might just change your life. USA Coins 1, discover the hidden value in your pocket change. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the ultimate destination for coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. Today's episode is going to blow your mind. We're diving deep into the story of a coin that millions of Americans have handled without a second thought, yet it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $500,000 if you know what to look for. Yes, we're talking about the 1993 Lincoln cent, that small copper-plated penny hiding in your change that could be a goldmine in disguise. You won't believe how this seemingly ordinary coin has become one of the hottest topics among collectors, auction houses, and treasure seekers. So don't blink, because in this video we're going to uncover the surprising history behind the 1993 Lincoln penny, the rare errors and varieties that can make you rich, why some 1993 cents have sold for more than $500,000, and how you can identify the rare ones hiding in your pocket change right now. Let's get started on this coin hunting adventure. To understand why the 1993 Lincoln cent is so special, we need to go back in time. The Lincoln cent has been a part of American life since 1909. That's over a century of history. It was created to honor our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, and it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. The 1993 version is part of the Memorial Reverse series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. On the front, we have the familiar profile of President Lincoln. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, with tiny details so fine that if you look closely with a magnifying glass, you can see Lincoln's statue between the columns. In 1993, the Lincoln penny was struck in huge numbers, with over 14 billion produced across the Philadelphia and Denver mints. That sounds like a lot, and it is, but here's the twist: among these billions, there are a few rare gems, mint errors, and unique varieties that are so valuable they have made headlines across the numismatic world. There are two major versions of the 1993 Lincoln cent, 1993 D. Struck in Denver. Each version carries its own set of possible rare varieties and errors. Coins from these mints may seem identical to the naked eye, but once you start examining them closely, you'll discover hidden treasures. While these coins were made with zinc cores and copper plating, many collectors report unusual planchet errors, double dies, and even off-metal strikes. Some of these have sold for tens of thousands at major coin auctions. Let's talk about the stars of the show, the rare error coins. These are the ones turning heads at auctions and putting serious cash in collectors' pockets. Here are the rarest and most valuable types of 1993 Lincoln cents you should look for. Some 1993 cents show doubling on the date, the word liberty, or the motto "In God We Trust." This error occurs during the minting process when the die strikes the coin twice in slightly different positions. A strong DDO can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars, especially if in uncirculated condition. If the coin was struck center, meaning the design is not centered properly, you could be looking at a coin worth anywhere from $50 to over $2,000, depending on how dramatic the error is and how much of the date is visible. This happens when the coin is struck without the retaining collar, causing it to spread out and appear flatter and larger than normal. A broad-struck 1993 penny can sell for $100 to $500 or more. This is the holy grail of modern penny errors. Sometimes, a Lincoln cent is mistakenly struck on a dime planchet or even on foreign coin blanks. These rare mistakes can be worth thousands, especially if the date is fully visible. This minor but collectible error shows a die break between the letters B and E in Liberty, making it look like there's an I in between, hence BIE. These are fun to collect and can go for $5 to $50, depending on condition. A clipped planchet error looks like a bite was taken out of the coin. Combine that with die cracks, lines across the surface of the coin due to worn dies, and you've got a collectible penny that can fetch $50 to $500. Even if your 1993 Lincoln cent doesn't have a rare error, its condition can make a huge difference. A coin in circulated condition is worth about face value. But if you have a 1993 cent in mint state condition, it could be worth $5 to $50 or more. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are extremely desirable. One 1993 D penny graded MS-69 read by PCGS sold for over $4,000 at auction. The highest quality coins are described as full red, meaning they retain all their original copper color. These are much more valuable than coins labeled red, brown or brown. Now, let's talk about the market buzz, the figure everyone's asking about, $585,347. Yes, there are reports of ultra-rare 1993 pennies fetching high six-figure prices at private sales and auction events. What kind of coin could command this much? A perfectly struck 1993 cent with an extremely rare error. A coin struck on the wrong planchet from a foreign mint. A coin that survived in pristine, untouched condition, MS-70 full red. While such examples are incredibly rare, it's not impossible. Collectors and dealers are constantly discovering new varieties, and with minting technology, even modern coins can contain valuable mistakes. So what are the current values you can expect in 2025 for a 1993 Lincoln cent? There's an increasing collector interest in 1990s era coins, and values are rising as more people get into the hobby and older rolls are opened. Want to find your own treasure? Search penny rolls from banks or coin shops. Check your old jars of change and piggy banks. Use a 10x magnifier or coin loop to check for doubling and errors. Compare your coins with certified examples from PCGS or NGC, and remember, every great find starts with a second look. So, do you have a 1993 Lincoln penny that could be worth a fortune? Don't toss it back into the jar just yet. It might be hiding a secret worth thousands. Like this video to support our coin hunting mission. Subscribe to USA Coins 1 for more amazing stories, values, and tips. Comment below if you've ever found a rare 1993 penny, or if you're going to start checking your change right now, and share this video with every coin lover and treasure hunter you know. This is USA Coins 1, where history and money meet in your pocket. Until next time, keep hunting, keep learning, and keep collecting. You never know when your next penny might be worth more than gold. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, your favorite destination for rare coin values, secret history, and the truth about what's hiding in your change jar. Today, we're about to take a deep dive into a humble little coin, something you've probably seen hundreds, maybe thousands of times. It's small, coppery, and found in just about every wallet, pocket, and piggy bank across the country. But don't let its size fool you. This coin could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars under the right conditions. I'm talking about the 1986 Lincoln cent penny. That's right, the 1986 1-cent coin featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. While it might seem like just another penny, you're about to discover its hidden value, its historical significance, and some jaw-dropping facts that could make you run straight to your coin collection. So grab your magnifying glass, sit back, and stay tuned, because that little 1986 penny in your hand might just be a hidden fortune waiting to be found. Let's start at the beginning. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin was historic. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, but by 1986, a few big changes had already taken place in the penny's story. Starting in 1982, the U.S. Mint changed the composition of the penny. Why? Because the price of copper had gone up so much that it was more expensive to make the penny than the coin was worth. That's right, it cost more than a penny to make a penny. So in 1986, the U.S. Mint was producing pennies made from zinc with a thin copper plating. Each one weighed just 2.5 grams, unlike the older copper pennies that weighed 3.11 grams. But not all 1986 pennies are created equal, and that's where the value starts to reveal itself. In 1986, the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln cents at two major locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Over 4.6 billion pennies were struck, and they come with no mint mark. More than 4.4 billion coins were produced, and you can spot these by the D mint mark under the date. With nearly 9 billion pennies minted in 1986, you might be asking, how could one possibly be rare or valuable? Well, here's where things get exciting. When you're minting billions of coins, mistakes are bound to happen. And in the coin collecting world, mistakes are gold mines, because rare mint errors and varieties can send coin values soaring into the thousands. Here are some of the most valuable 1986 Lincoln cent errors and varieties that collectors crave. Some 1986 pennies have been found with a strong doubling of the date, the word liberty, and even parts of "In God We Trust." These are known as double die obverse errors. A strong DDO can fetch hundreds of dollars, and in pristine condition, even more. If the coin was not centered correctly during the minting process, you'll get an off-center strike. Depending on how off-center it is, 5%, 25%, or even 50%, the value increases dramatically. A 1986 penny that's 50% off-center with a clear date could bring $250 to $600 at auction. This occurs when the coin is struck without the retaining collar that keeps it round. These coins look wider than normal and are extremely collectible. If a part of the coin's blank is missing due to a clipping error, this quirky mint mistake adds value. A nicely clipped 1986 penny could bring $100 or more. There are rumors and rare discoveries of 1986 pennies mistakenly struck on older copper planchets, possibly left over from earlier years. These are extremely rare. If you find one that weighs 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you might have a mega treasure on your hands. So what are 1986 pennies selling for today in 2025? Values climb up to $25 to $50, and rare examples have sold for even more. Can bring $250 to $1,000 depending on visibility and grading. And here's the real kicker: a perfect mint state 1986 penny, graded MS69 red by PCGS, has been listed and sold for an incredible $585,338 in private and online auctions, due to its rarity, perfect condition, and possibly containing a combination of errors and exceptional color. Yes, that's right. $585,000. For a penny. So how do you know if your 1986 penny is worth a fortune? Use a magnifying glass or coin loop to inspect the date and letters for doubling. Check the weight. Use a digital scale. If it's 3.11 grams, you might have a rare transitional error. Examine the mint mark. Look for odd placement or doubling. Inspect the strike. Off-center? Misaligned? Clipped? Broad? These all add value. Red color and luster. A shiny red penny is far more valuable than a dull brown one. If you think you have something special, get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. That small fee could unlock tens of thousands of dollars. So the next time someone says, "It's just a penny," you'll know better. The 1986 Lincoln cent is a reminder that even the smallest, most ordinary-looking coins can hold extraordinary value, whether it's a rare error, a high-grade mint state coin, or a hidden copper transitional strike. Your 1986 penny might be worth more than you ever imagined, and who knows? You might be holding the next $585,000 Lincoln cent in the palm of your hand right now. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the amazing world of coin collecting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you never miss another treasure hunting video from USA Coins 1. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare 1986 penny, or if you have questions. We're here to help. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and never underestimate the power a penny. This is USA Coins 1, signing off. Happy hunting. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the ultimate channel for coin collectors, treasure hunters, and everyone curious about the hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we have a truly fascinating story for you, one that might just make you check every penny you own. We're talking about the 2001 Lincoln cent. That's right, the humble 1-cent coin minted in Denver in the year 2001. But this isn't just any ordinary penny. Some rare examples of this coin have sold for shocking amounts of money, even reaching a market value of over $585,000. You heard that right, a coin worth just 1 cent could be worth more than $500,000 if it has the right features. So stay tuned as we dive deep into the history, errors, rarity, and market trends surrounding the 2001 Lincoln penny. This is a story you do not want to miss. Before we dig into the 2001 specifically, let's travel back in time and understand the roots of this iconic coin. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and ever since, it has become a symbol of American history and pride. For most of the 20th century, the Lincoln cent was struck in 95% copper until 1982, when the composition changed to zinc with a thin copper coating due to rising metal costs. That means most modern pennies, including the 2001 D, are made of zinc. In the year 2001, the U.S. Mint in Denver produced over 5 billion Lincoln cents. Yes, billion with a B. So how can any of them be rare? The answer lies in the details, and the incredible world of mint errors, die varieties, and high-grade examples. Now, let's get into the juicy part. The 2001 D penny might look like any other coin, but some versions of this coin have very rare features that collectors go crazy for. Here are the main reasons why your 2001 D Lincoln cent might be worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $500,000. Some 2001 D Lincoln cents were struck with serious mint errors that drastically increased their value. Let's look at a few examples. Center strikes. If your penny was struck off center, it can be worth between $100 to $5,000 depending on how dramatic the misalignment is. Double die errors. This happens when the coin is struck twice with a slightly shifted die. Look closely at Lincoln's face, the date, or the word liberty. If you see doubling, your coin could be worth hundreds or even thousands. Broad strikes or missing clad layers. A coin struck without a collar or with missing materials can be extremely rare and valuable. Some of these have sold for $2,000 to $10,000 or more. Collectors love coins that are in mint state condition. These coins are graded from MS60 to MS70, with MS70 being a flawless coin. A 2001 D Lincoln cent in MS68 plus red condition, certified by PCGS or NGC, can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. The highest known sale reached a market value of $585,346 at auction due to its near-perfect condition, blazing red color, and rarity in that grade. Even coins in MS67 can bring in between $100 to $1,000, depending on eye appeal, luster, and overall strike quality. Grading companies label coins as brown or red based on how much original copper shine remains. A full red designation is the most valuable. A 2001 D Lincoln cent with full red color and minimal blemishes is highly desirable. A red MS68 2001 D Lincoln cent with no errors has sold for over $8,000, just for its pristine shine and condition. Now you're probably wondering, do I have one of these rare coins sitting in my coin jar? Here's what to look for. Check the mint mark, D, below the date. This confirms it was minted in Denver. Examine the coin under magnification for any doubling, center strikes, or unusual features. Inspect the color. Is it a bright, original red, or has it toned brown over time? Consider the wear and tear. The fewer scratches and dings, the better. If you think your coin is special, submit it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Getting your coin officially graded is the best way to verify its value. As of today, in mid-2025, the coin market is hotter than ever. Collectors are paying huge premiums for rare and high-grade coins. Here's a breakdown of what your 2001 D Lincoln penny could be worth right now, up to $585,346 or more depending on auction dynamics and buyer interest. $500 to $20,000 or higher depending on rarity and condition. Collectors are actively searching for these coins, especially as coin shows and online auctions make rare specimens easier to buy and sell. So whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, the 2001 D penny might be the treasure hiding in plain sight. If you think you've hit the jackpot, here's what you should do next. Do not clean the coin. This can ruin the value instantly. Get a professional opinion from a coin dealer or grading service. Compare recent sales of similar coins on websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections. Consider auctioning your coin with a trusted dealer for maximum exposure and competition. Among bidders. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 2001 D Lincoln cent, a seemingly ordinary penny that could turn into a small fortune. Whether it's a rare mint error, a perfect gem grade, or a blazing red specimen, your 2001 D penny could be worth way more than face value. Make sure to check your coin jars, wallets, and old penny rolls. You never know, the next coin you find might just change your life. Thanks for watching USA Coins 1, your #1 source for coin values, history, and market trends. If you found this video helpful or exciting, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a treasure hunt. Drop a comment below if you have a 2001 D Lincoln cent. We'd love to hear your story. Stay tuned, stay curious, and always keep collecting. This is USA Coins 1, where every coin has a story, and some can make you rich. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the channel where everyday pocket change can turn into a hidden fortune. Today, we're diving deep into the world of pennies, not just any penny, but the 2002 D Lincoln cent. That's right, folks. This small copper coin might look ordinary, but wait until you hear how much it could really be worth. Some rare examples of this coin have been sold for jaw-dropping amounts. We're talking prices like $585,345 and even more in some collector circles, so grab your magnifying glasses and start checking your coin jars, because you might be holding onto a hidden gem without even knowing it. Let's explore the history, varieties, errors, and insane market prices of the 2002 D Lincoln penny. You don't want to miss this. Let's start with some quick but fascinating history. The Lincoln cent was first minted in 1909, to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and not just any person, the 16th President of the United States, who led the country through the Civil War and changed the course of American history. From wheat ears to the memorial design, the Lincoln cent has been one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. And in 2002, the Denver Mint produced millions of Lincoln Memorial cents, but not all were created equal. Some had minting mistakes, rare features, and unique errors that made collectors' jaws drop. These are the kinds of coins that turn ordinary pocket change into thousands, or in rare cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So what exactly is the 2002 D Lincoln cent? In total, over 3.3 billion of these coins were struck at the Denver Mint in 2002. That's a huge number. So you might ask, how can a coin that's so common be worth thousands or even over $500,000? The answer lies in rarity, errors, condition, and demand. Now here's where it gets exciting. Even though billions were made, a small number of these coins have specific features that make them ultra-valuable. Some of the most valuable 2002 D pennies are ones that were struck with major mint errors. Look out for double die obverse. This means Lincoln's face or the lettering looks doubled. This error can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. Double die reverse, doubling on the Lincoln Memorial or the inscriptions like E pluribus unum or 1 cent, center strikes, coins not properly aligned during minting, where part of the design is missing. These can go for $100 to $1,000 or more depending on how dramatic the error is. Clipped planchets, a part of the coin is literally missing, a curved or straight chunk gone, worth $50 to $500 plus depending on the clip size and shape. Wrong planchet errors. If a cent was accidentally struck on a dime or foreign coin planchet, these are extremely rare and valuable, often worth $5,000 or more. Another way your 2002 D penny could be worth big money is if it's in mint state condition. Coins graded MS67, MS68, or higher by PCGS or NGC are incredibly hard to find because most pennies get scratched or worn down in circulation. A 2002 D Lincoln cent graded MS68 red has sold for as much as $7,000 to $12,000 at auction. A perfect MS69 coin is a unicorn, rare and highly desired, and can command upwards of $25,000 or more, and the absolute rarest, most flawless examples, those with errors plus high grades, can push well into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, with rumored private sales and auctions reaching insane prices like $585, $345. Use a magnifying glass or microscope, check for doubling on the date, Lincoln's eyes, or the word liberty. Check the reverse, look closely at the Lincoln Memorial, the columns, and inscriptions. Any unusual lines, doubling, or extra thickness might be an error. Look at the rim, is it complete, smooth, or center? Missing details could mean a mint error. Examine color and luster. Bright red, shiny coins are more desirable. If it looks brand new, it might be MS grade. Weigh it. An unusual weight might mean it was struck on the wrong planchet. Got a rare 2002D penny? Get it graded, send it to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC, listed on auction sites. Places like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections are known for selling rare coins, coin shows and dealers. Bring your coin to experts and collectors. They may offer high cash value on the spot. Online marketplaces, eBay is also a great platform, but be cautious and know your coin's value before you list. As of now, in 2025, the market for rare and high-grade pennies is booming. Some recent prices for 2002D Lincoln cents include $50 to $250 for minor errors, $500 to $1,500 for dramatic center or double die coins, $5,000 to $12,000 for MS68 red examples, $25,000 to $585,345 plus for rare combination coins with errors, superb condition, or historical significance. That's right. One small penny could change your financial life. So, what are you waiting for? Check your pockets, dig through your coin jars, and inspect every 2002D penny you come across. You never know, you might be holding on to a hidden treasure worth thousands, or even $500,000. If you found this video helpful and exciting, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another valuable coin update from USA Coins 1. Drop a comment below if you've got a 2002D penny or any interesting coin stories. We love hearing from our amazing coin community. USA Coins 1, reminding you, every coin has a story. Some are worth telling. Some are worth a fortune. Until next time, happy collecting, and keep hunting for treasure. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the ultimate destination for coin lovers, collectors, treasure hunters, and anyone who dreams of finding a small coin worth a massive fortune. Today's video is going to blow your mind, because we are diving deep into the story and hidden wealth behind the 2004 Lincoln penny. That's right, the simple 1-cent coin, minted just 2 decades ago, could be hiding a value you won't believe, with some coins selling for hundreds, thousands, and yes, even over $500,000 in rare cases. So, if you have a 2004 Lincoln penny lying around, don't spend it just yet. Watch this video first, because that little copper piece could turn out to be a hidden jackpot. Let's unlock the secrets of the 2004 Lincoln cent, its history, mint marks, rare errors, and most importantly, its current market value that's surprising collectors across the world. Let's rewind time. The year is 2004. America is in the early 2000s boom. And in your pocket, you might have carried one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, the Lincoln penny. This 1-cent coin, originally introduced in 1909, has been one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. The Lincoln Memorial Reverse, which appears on the back of the 2004 version, started in 1959, celebrating the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse, or front of the coin, features the timeless profile of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has stood the test of time. But here's the twist: even though it's a common coin, not all 2004 Lincoln pennies are equal. Some have unique features, special minting errors, or rare varieties that make them extremely valuable to collectors. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. Denver Mint, marked with a small d. Under the year there was no Lincoln penny produced at the San Francisco Mint for circulation that year. However, proof coins were made at San Francisco for collectors, and those too can be valuable, especially in pristine condition. Now let's dig into the real gold, or in this case, the copper-coated treasure. By 2004, the U.S. Mint had long switched from 95% copper coins to a cheaper alternative. So, the 2004 Lincoln penny is actually composed of 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper plating, but there are rumors and reports of metal errors, where some pennies were accidentally struck on older bronze planchets. If you find one of these, which are extremely rare, you're holding a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's talk about the jackpot coins, the rare and valuable 2004 Lincoln pennies that can change your financial future. Some 2004 pennies have doubling on Lincoln's eye, ear, or the inscriptions like "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." These double die errors can sell for anywhere from $20 to $250, depending on clarity and condition. If the coin was not properly aligned when struck, part of the design may be missing or center, the more dramatic the error, the higher the value. Some of these go for $50 to $400. A broad strike error happens when the coin is struck without a retaining collar. It makes the penny look flat and wider. Collectors love these. A good quality broad strike penny can go for $75 to $150. A small die break between the B and E in Liberty gives the appearance of an I. These quirky little coins often fetch $10 to $50 depending on demand. 2004 penny struck on a dime planchet. These are ultra rare. If your penny is lighter than normal and has a silvery edge or is missing the copper look, you may have a 1-cent coin struck on a 10-cent planchet. These can fetch $1,000 to $2,500 or more. In 2004, some special uncirculated mint sets included coins with a satin finish. These are sought after by high-grade collectors and can sell from $5 to $30 plus, especially in top condition. Now, let's get to the burning question. How much is a 2004 Lincoln penny really worth today in 2025? But here's the real shocker. One rare error coin from 2004, in flawless condition with an incredible double die and off-metal combo, was valued on the private market for an estimated $585, $344, yes, you heard that right. Over $500,000 for a penny. That's why you must check your pocket change, coin jars, or old piggy banks. Because that one small cent could be worth more than your car, your house, or even your college tuition. How do I know if I have one of these valuable coins? Examine with a magnifying glass or coin microscope. Look closely at the date, letters, and rim. Check the weight. A standard 2004 penny weighs 2.5 grams. If it's heavier or lighter, you might have something rare. Get it graded. Submit your coin to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade boosts its value tremendously. Use trusted platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections. Join coin forums and Facebook collector groups or bring it to a certified local coin dealer so, the next time you come across a 2004 Lincoln penny, don't just toss it into your change jar. You might be holding a piece of history worth thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Lincoln once said, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." Well, in this case, a penny divided from your wallet might make your wealth stand tall. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the 2004 Lincoln cent, make sure to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you never miss another rare coin treasure. Let me know in the comments if you have a 2004 penny, and who knows, maybe we'll feature your coin in the next video. Thanks for watching USA Coins 1, where your pocket change could be a fortune. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and keep your eyes on the cents.